Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to 5 and 10. My name is Kareem, and this is.
Talya, what up?
And we thank everyone who's been with us this whole time. This is episode 4. And, we want to thank everyone who's been sticking in with us. We know we're like a couple episodes behind, but, we had some problems, some personal problems.
Things going on.
But we're back now, and we're back and we're stronger than ever. Okay? So let's just get straight into it. The first topic we're going to talk about is the Star Wars trailer, Star Wars The Force Awakens, Episode 7.
I thought it looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it's another one coming, honestly. I'm not a big Star Wars fan,
Right.
but I have so many friends who are. Like, I almost had like 4 people send me links to the trailer. Then I was at work and people were like, watch this trailer. So I get excited watching everyone else get excited for it because I know a lot of people grew up with it. I mean, I didn't really grow up watching Star Wars. I mean, I'm caught up enough to understand what's going to be going on in the new one. But, I mean, I'm happy for the franchise. I'm happy for the reboot or the continuation story. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. I know you're excited.
I am. I love this trailer. And again, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan either. I can't sit and speak Star Wars language to you. But I've seen the prequels, I've seen the original Star Wars movies and bits and pieces of like Return of the Jedi. I know enough to save my life. But the thing I liked about this trailer is it felt like Star Wars. I don't know, like if you think about the ships moving and the Death Star moving and just I remember the original Star Wars and how everything moved. It just felt like I feel like we're getting back to what Star Wars is in this trailer. Now, how could you not love seeing Harrison Ford and Chewbacca? Han Solo and Chewbacca back in action. And another thing that I really liked about the trailer is you hear Luke, his voice on it, and I read that it's from Return of the Jedi. And he's talking about how the Force has been strong in his family, and you get that sense of that he's talking to either his daughter or Han Solo and Princess Leia's children. And I'm just excited to see how that turns out to be. So this is a movie that I'm gonna run to the theaters and see, and this is a trailer you should go watch. All right, so let's get into topic 2. One of the biggest trailers that came out was the Batman vs Superman trailer.
I thought the trailer did a great job of kind of drawing you into this drama they're trying to get the audience interested in. Mm-hmm. The fight that's coming up, basically, what the big conflict is between Superman and Batman. I'm not a comic book person, so I didn't grow up reading the books or anything like that. I just know that there's beef between Superman and Batman at some point in history. And I'm curious to see what the problem was, honestly. Mm-hmm. So I think the trailer did a good job with that. It kind of gives you the perspective of what Batman thinks is the problem with Superman. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh snap, I didn't even know y'all wasn't getting along like that. So for me, I'm curious to see it. I think that the action scene is probably going to be really dope. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I had to pick a winner, I'd always pick Superman. Because, I mean, the man is Superman. Unless, Batman might have some kryptonite in his gear. I don't know. That's the only thing he can do at this point to defeat him. Mm-hmm. I know you love Batman, so I already know. Go ahead.
First, well, to let everybody know that this movie is kind of going to be based off of The Dark Knight Returns, which is a graphic novel, which is basically Batman goes to Superman. Batman is an older Superman, and Batman is an older Batman. And he kind of goes to Superman, this new hero, and he goes to let him know, like, you're a threat. You're a threat. You're not really a hero. You're a threat to this world, and he has to put a stop to him. So I just wanted to throw that out there before I got into what I think about the trailer. We don't have much time, so I'm just going to put my iPad down and just go into it. This is the greatest trailer I've ever seen in my life. It's the greatest trailer I've ever seen in my life, and I was so excited. I cried 4 times. I watched it. I had to watch it at least 25 times. I watched it in New Jersey, and I watched it here. I was in 2 different states watching this, and I think the best part about this is the difference between this world and Marvel's universe. So let's go on to topic 3. An article came out on Deadline.com where Selma director Ava Duvernay was talking to rapper Q-Tip about her path in the filmmaking industry. And she was giving advice, and she was talking about some of her own experiences.
I really liked that Ava talked about how she continued to follow her dream. How this is like, she made her first directorial feature film at the age of 38, which just goes to prove that, there really is no set age that you have to be at in order to start making films. You know, everyone's not on the same time clock, and I really like that part of the interview. She also has some new endeavors. She's going to be working for Oprah soon. They're working on this new series in which Oprah will be starring. So I think that's a great new change or turn or addition to the OWN network, because I mean the network's still new, it's still growing, and Ava has a fresh voice, a fresh point of view, and she's writing, directing, and producing this show. So it's really going to be her opportunity to be in her most creative state. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she has coming up next. And what do you think?
Well, one thing we were talking about before we started filming just now is that I am excited that with Oprah, she's going out of the Tyler Perry element and bringing in fresh talent, especially someone as fresh and as great as Ava. One thing I did like about this article is that she really has a vision when it comes to, when I say that, I mean like she's intelligent with her vision. And there was a quote that she said, she was talking to Brad Pitt, and there was a scene in Selma, a jail scene, and she really wanted to be realistic, and she didn't want too much lighting because it wouldn't be realistic. And you know, studios who were ran mostly by white people were kind of afraid that it was too dark because you can't, you know, the two actors in the scene were, you know, of darker skin. So, you know, her and Brad basically told them, you know, this is realistic. I just admire that, because you can tell by reading the article, I can tell that this woman knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about, and great things are gonna come. On to topic 4. An interesting trailer came out. This movie named Dope, which was Opens Road Sundance contestant, came out, and it's basically about high school and told in a pre-hip hop world, and it's a coming of age story.
I really like this trailer a lot. I mean, I think it's gonna be a fun trailer. I think it's gonna be like a new twist, a new kind of voice. You know, it kind of put me in the mindset of what was the movie called? It came out when we were kind of young. You know, Omar Epps and all Lathan. The Wood.
The Wood. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yes, exactly.
Like if The Wood had been more alternative punk with black people, it kind of had that kind of feel for me. I mean, Zoe Kravitz is gonna be in it. She's doing some great projects this whole year. So, and I feel like the tone's good. A$AP Rocky is in it. I'm just like, oh, he's got a thing now. I think it's gonna be like a fun kind of TV bopper movie, but not a stupid one, because I don't really like those. But the humor looks like it's gonna be there, and I mean, I'm probably gonna go see it. I mean, support young talent all the time. What do you think? I
really did. I like this trailer too. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this trailer is because I feel like this is the type of film that goes unnoticed, and then it's a predominantly black cast, and it's cool. I really like movies like this, these high school movies, and it looks like it's one that's done right. And the thing, I mean, I never really say this when they put like music talent into these movies, but A$AP Rocky actually looks like he is gonna be a good addition to this film. He looks funny. And let's talk about how gorgeous Zoe Kravitz is. My God, like she is like a spitting image of her mother, and her mother was gorgeous, but she's just like, I love you, Zoe, I do. No, but the trailer looked really good. It would look funny, and it looked like it's gonna be something special. Yeah. And I'm excited for it. I'm gonna support this movie. Okay, now we're gonna go into the movie review. Our movie choice this week was Furious 7.
The movie felt like a period on a really beautiful sentence to me. I've watched. I think about how long we've been watching The Fast. You know, the whole thing, you know, and at the end, like the last 10 minutes where they go back and they show you the clips from like that first one, and you're going through time and you're seeing how all these actors have pretty much grown up in the industry during this franchise, and it was just so sad. I mean, of course, like as far as like the actual story goes, I love the action scenes. They did some really phenomenal things. Some parts were unbelievable. My man The Rock just ripping out the cast.
That's the point of this movie at this point now.
Yeah, I mean it was over the top. It broke that whole suspension of disbelief for me. I wasn't believing nothing at a certain point. But I did enjoy the spectacle of it. I think that's what these movies have really turned into, are just spectacles at this point. Go big or go home and see who's gonna do it the best, you know?
I think that's what it is about these. Again, I agree with you that this is what the franchise has become. It's an unbelievable movie, but you like it because that's just what you expect.
Yeah.
You expect nothing else from this movie. I thought not the trailer. I thought the movie was actually okay. I didn't think it was great, but I did really like it. I loved the last 10 minutes, the tribute to Paul Walker. I loved the way they tied in Tokyo Drift, which was one of the worst ones. What The Rock, like. You can go no wrong. Just keep putting the Rock. Don't not have the Rock. Have the Rock in the movie. You know, he come in, he busts out of the thing, and he laid a smackdown and on what's the guy's name? Jason Statham. Obviously his name.
He was a great villain.
He was an amazing villain. He was an amazing villain. I was a time when I was getting annoyed because it was like because he was so good.
Yeah.
And he kept popping up, and it was like, oh man. I really like seeing the actress, the British actress from Game of Thrones in it.
Do you think they should continue on without Paul Walker?
I do.
Yeah.
I think they can. It'll be. I mean, we've seen him outside of one Tokyo Drift, and I don't think Tokyo Drift was bad because he wasn't in it. I just think it was bad because it was just a bad movie.
Okay.
I do think that they should. You know what I mean? And I think he would want them to continue. You know what I mean? They've done so much, and it was a perfect way to let his character to retire his character.
Yeah.
And I think we can see. Because just think about the cast alone. You know what I mean? They have. Tyrese and Ludacris alone bring something to it. They bring this, and then you have Vin Diesel. It is his movie. So what do you think? Do you think that they should?
I think it should just be done. You've had 7 installments.
Mm-hmm.
You had like 2 bad ones in there. You had to skip 2 and 3 to get to 4 again. Mm-hmm. So it's like I feel like it should just end. It's been done right. I mean, at this point, I feel like it's all about money. As far as the studio just wanting more money to cash in on. What they've done so far, that kind of feels cheap to me. So I would end it on like a high note.
I was gonna say that at the end of the day, no matter what should and what will, when a movie makes $1 billion,
yeah,
$1 billion, it's number 7 in highest grossing films of all time. People don't if you don't know that, go check on Box Office Mojo. But it'll happen. $1 billion.
Yeah. It's all about the money out here. So.
Well, that's it for us today. We've kind of gone overtime right now, and we'll see you next week. We thank everyone for watching. Again, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram.
You can find us on Facebook now, too. We have a Facebook fan page.
True.
It'll be in the link below.
You can find us. And don't forget, subscribe. Please, please, subscribe. Thank you. Batman and Superman. You just see. Tell me, do you believe? You will. That was the greatest line in the trailer.